Now this is a sponsored video and I want to talk to you all about Skillshare. And before we get started, I want to let you know that I'm now a customer and I'm only going to work with those people that I really believe in. Skillshare have an amazing platform where you can learn such a wide variety of things, and I've used it to find a way to improve my painting process. For a long while now, I have been really intrigued by digital art, and I was convinced that I could use digital art to improve my traditional painting process. Not only would this help me with my efficiency, but the end result as well. The trouble was, I was using a very basic program along with my Wacom tablet and a stylus, and I didn't really have any skills in Photoshop. Photoshop was something I really wanted to learn. So along came Skillshare. I took a course by Gabriel de Cesaris and went from being a novice to reasonably proficient in Photoshop within about 38 minutes. Now I've used my newfound Photoshop skills to create this design. Let's get started. So let's take this painting that I painted back in 2012. I'm interested in revisiting this image because I just want to add a little bit more drama and atmosphere to the scene. This painting depicts the Kimberley, a remote region of Western Australia's north, and I've used plenty of artistic license within the scene. Using some photographic references, I take note of the geology and vegetation of the area. This is a typical reference file for me, where no single image is the anchor for the final painting. I'm not copying the photos, but rather using elements within them for inspiration. With a firm idea, I begin sketching out my scene. I want a grand landscape that leads the viewer into the distance. I draw out the image in black and white first and make minor changes as I go. I redraw this scene over and over and over again, striving for improvements. I think about my intended outcome and I push for more drama. I will redraw a composition up to 6 to 10 times before I feel satisfied with the arrangement. Each time I move from one drawing to the next, I ask myself, what's working, what's not working, and what if? And the what if question allows me to open up to new possibilities, like what if I moved this cliff? What if I introduced a little bit of color here? What if a cloud passed over, eliminating a portion of the landscape and shading out an area of the painting? So in looking at this design, I've started off with a reasonably simple black and white sketch using my Wacom tablet and a stylus, drawing directly into Photoshop. And then it goes through a series of changes where I'm able to expand, shift, and transfer different things within the elements of the composition to create something even better. This is really causing me to push myself to another degree and improve this composition. I have learned so many valuable Photoshop tools on Skillshare that have really aided my design process. I learned all about the different brushes, colors, and using a color selector tool to be able to manipulate my palette. I also learned that I can layer and manipulate individual facets of the drawing and create more visual space. This all leads to a much more dynamic and dramatic scene. Due to the immediacy of this medium, I am feeling more ambitious with my work. I feel now that I can tackle bigger and more complicated compositions. The art world is really competitive, and it's important to learn new skills to make yourself a little bit more marketable within the space. I certainly felt this way within my own artistic practice, and I strive to make improvements constantly. So learning Photoshop was not only a way for me to improve my efficiency, but the end result as well, leading to a better composition and thus a better painting. So a design that I would have previously been quite happy with is now taken to a whole nother level, from this to this. And now that I have a finished design, I'm ready to get painting. So if you'd like more information about Skillshare and pick up some new tips and tricks in areas that interest you, then why not check them out? There's a link in the description below, and have a look at the amazing introductory offer that they've offered to you guys. Now, of course, it's already an amazingly affordable platform, so have a look, you won't be disappointed. I'm going to continue to use Skillshare, as I said, not only to improve my designs, but also the quality of the video content that I provide. Thanks again for watching, guys. I really look forward to seeing you soon.